Guys, I'm showing you today what it means to live a simple life, aligned with nature and being totally present and happy. I'm gonna share with you some deep thoughts that help me to be 100% satisfied with simplicity, with the alignment with nature, how I gain a lot of energy and creativity by being present in nature, and how simplicity and solitude really boosts my creativity and energy. Riding up here in the forest, the air is absolutely clean. It's wonderful, it's silent, I am alone. Spending time alone is absolutely crucial for my mental health. To spend time in solitude and detaching from the world, being in nature, moving, doesn't need to be much. But for our modern mind that is always chasing, always adapting to people, always in relationship with people and doing tasks, to get that mind space with some movement in nature and alone, that is medicine for the mind. Like, it sparks creativity, it makes you feel totally aligned with yourself, you know? When you're alone in nature and you consciously detach from the world, you're telling yourself, look, there's nobody I need to please, and there's nothing I need to do except being fully myself here in the moment. That opens you up, and suddenly you have the energy to do all kinds of things. You want to be creative, you want to move, you want to record stuff, you want to read. Suddenly you feel like you are giving yourself attention again. Not the world, not money, not people. The attention goes fully to yourself. And once the attention is with yourself, you gain energy. The real you, the creative, enthusiastic being that you are, is gaining energy. And suddenly you are again engaged and interested in life. So that's why being alone and going out into nature is healing like crazy. I'm going up there, and then I will flow down the trail, and I will take you to my lunch, what I'm gonna eat. Again, aligned with nature. Yeah. I mean, look at this, guys, how beautiful the silence here, the nature, mountains. Honestly, the more disconnected I am from nature and from simplicity, the more my mind starts to chase all kinds of big things, like, you know, big dreams and business plans and places, and I should go somewhere else. And it's that restlessness that I think we as modern people have. And when I'm in nature, like here, and I slow down and I take it all in, I feel so close to bliss and ecstasy. It's like I don't have to go anywhere anymore. You see, all I have to do is to be myself and to be in this present moment, and it calms your whole nervous system down. There's nowhere else to go anymore, and that's a great feeling. It's peace. Alright, we're going for the fun part now. Down here, flow trail down to the village. Oh my god, that was fun. That brings me to a thought. Having fun is probably the most spiritual thing you can do. Like, it lightens up your spirit, you know? And every time you lighten up, you take life not too serious. You enter a state of play, and in a state of play, you are first of all fully present. You're highly creative, you know? And you are relaxed yet engaged. And that's what so many of spiritual teachers are telling you. You're fully present, engaged with what you do, and you do it for your own sake. It is not having to go anywhere. It's not like doing a business where you need to do certain tasks in order to gain more money or customers. No, it's things you do for their enjoyment. And that gives you so much energy. Like, have a look at me right now. I'm so pumped up from flowing down here. Oh, it's the best for mental state. Have fun. Don't take stuff too serious. It's awesome. Okay guys, I made it back to town. There are no real cars allowed, only electric cars. Makes the air super clean. And I am heading right now up that way to another mountain to get lunch. Okay guys, I'm here now in the cable car going up the mountain. I'm gonna have lunch there at my brother's. There is wild fish. We're gonna catch a fish and we're gonna have a wonderful meal. I'm gonna talk about nutrition quickly, what I use to eat to stay healthy and fit. But first, one other really important thought that I want to share with you is, how do we find flow in our life? You know, how do we find that feeling of things are just synchronistically happening and we are all the time inspired and interested in things? And it's really important to be selfish. You know, it's funny that when you are selfish, you are reaching a point where you are absolutely unselfish. That's a paradox, I know. But we need to first figure out what life we love, and we need to be selfish enough to go after it. You know, that's why I talked in the beginning about solitude, to be alone, because it is so crucial. It is so crucial to put yourself first. If you're in a relationship or whatever you do, first figure out what you want to do with your life, what really sparks your interest. And it doesn't need to be a big project, it needs to be moment to moment. You know, you need to have the courage to say, whatever is the most exciting thing for me right now, I'm gonna do that now. And that's my priority. And you do that every moment. And then if you feel like you need to please people or you need to achieve more, this is all your ego. You need to leave that out of the equation, you know? You need to be present and follow your excitement moment to moment, and that will create a crazy momentum. But for that you need to be selfish, you need to love yourself, you need to say, okay, whatever I love to do, that's what I'm gonna do. And ultimately you will be of great benefit to other people as well, because you will spread that love, it will overflow you and it will reach other people, your spouse, your partner, your family, your friends, or your community. You will be of great value if you do what you truly love and decide for yourself first. So let's go to lunch. I am really hungry. All right, we're catching the fish now. Fresh.
Almost. Not quite. So far they're winning.
Come on, boy.
Nope.
This is a huge net.
I got him.
Got it. That's my lunch. Okay, see you later, buddy. Okay, guys, I've gotten my lunch here. The fish is on the plate. And let's talk quickly about nutrition. So I didn't fry this in seed oils, it's fried in butter. I really value high quality fats like butter, olive oil. They're way healthier, they don't create such oxidative stress in your cells, in your body, so the inflammation is lower. And also my diet is not just animal based, you know, I have a big view on diet, so it's also psychological. I enjoy a lot of other stuff, but mainly I eat a lot of meat, I eat a lot of fruits, avocado, some rice. What I try to avoid mostly is these very cheap carbs like pasta or pizza or white stuff, you know, white flour, the carbs, and obviously the sugar, refined sugar. If I feel like I need some sweet stuff, it's honey, maple syrup. The rest I pretty much try to avoid these days. So it's very animal based, very fresh food, single ingredients, and time to time I enjoy as well some croissants, of course. You know, it's not that I don't eat that at all. The psychological point of view in nutrition is really important, that you don't restrict yourself, you enjoy. You know, you feel what your gut wants. So I feel the more I'm moving and the more I'm in nature, the more drawn I feel to real food. And time to time I have the sweet stuff, the rest, you know, like maybe 80-20 is a good ratio of it. But feel for yourself, you know, the more you're connected to yourself, to your body, to your intuition, the more you will also know what food is right for you. I don't think there is one right diet or anything. So yeah, that being said, enjoy it. I enjoy this wild caught fish here a lot right now, and I see you later. Alright, my friends, we have been eating lunch. It was great. And I just want to wrap this up with some final thoughts about the natural life and peace of mind and being really close to nature. Living in natural life means to be quieting down your mind. The modern mind is all against nature. It wants more. It wants to chase a better life, a better job, more money. It always seeks. A natural life isn't seeking. A natural life is flowing in the moment. And that's what the natural life is. And spending time in nature always reminds me of that quality. You know, whoa, chill, bro. It always reminds me of that quality to be 100% aligned in the moment and flowing with what is, with what doesn't need pushing, with what is it that you are not seeking so desperately all the time. You know, connect with yourself and feel when you are chasing, when you are full of tension and resistance. That is not natural. So when I spend time in nature, it reminds me that everything that does not need any pushing, everything that is peaceful in the moment, that is what really, really belongs to you. That is your real being, you know. So choose the path of least resistance. Choose the path of the highest joy in the moment. Be radical in it. Live for the moment. That is a natural life. Living for the moment. This moment right now does not have to get you somewhere down the road. This moment right now is what occurs naturally and loose. What is just happening here. And for it you need to relax into the moment. And that is a natural life, you know, being fully in alignment with what is right now here. And that is a beautiful life, you know. Then you suddenly start blossoming like flowers and rivers and mountains. And you feel you're not stressed. And this is what days like that bring me, you know. It's a peace of mind. Biking, eating, enjoying, having good conversations. Spending time with animals. That's what it's all about. There is nothing more that needs to be added to that. It's pretty simple. And I got there by just following my heart in the moment, you know. Not imagining a better future all the time, but being here actually, looking around. Yeah, I hope you liked that video. Please, if it inspired you, if it got you some insights, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I would be super happy. I will keep doing that because I love it anyways. So yeah, let's create a community and enjoy this life. Much love to all of you, and I see you in my next video.